All right, y'all. What up? What up? This is once again the wrong podcast. Once again, it's Everything Comics Anime Podcast, and I am here. No, first let me introduce myself. My name is Abel, and I'm over here with the infamous Kane once again.
Yep.
And he just smoked his first Marlboro.
Second.
That was the second. Okay, 2 Marlboros before we even started recording. But anyway, yeah, let's get right to it. Now the first topic I want to talk about is, now Kane, you know more about The Crow than I do. Some of you guys don't know, The Crow was a famous 1994 comic book adaptation starring Brandon Lee, the son of Bruce Lee, and it's still controversy to this day surrounding his death on the film. I believe he was filming a certain scene.
The ending scene.
That was the ending?
Yeah, it was when he lost his powers and he shot him. And I'll never forget the line. He shot him. He's like, for a dead man, you bleed just fine to me.
He was shot, and he was shot for real on the set. And from my understanding of the movie business, you're not supposed to use live fucking ammunition on a set.
Yeah, but do you know about the story about the gun, right? Where they got it.
They got it.
No, where they got the gun.
Where they got the gun. Where they get it.
Pawn shop.
They got it from a fucking pawn shop?
Yep.
How the fuck did they allow this?
It was a very low budget film.
Well, that was 1994, so yeah, it was most likely very low budget. Yeah, probably like $20 million or something.
Not even.
Yeah, probably like 10. Well, let me ask you this, Kane. Shed some light on the backstory of The Crow, because I'm not really familiar with The Crow.
Well, every Crow story is different, but a Crow brings one of somebody. It's always a couple who dies. It could be I don't know the PC word for this, for same-sex couples, or it could be a man and a woman. You know, it could be either or.
Uh-huh.
You know, but if they die a very violent death by somebody, and a crow always brings them back to seek vengeance.
To resurrect. So it's basically a story of reincarnation.
No, just bringing them back, having revenge and going back to the grave. I mean, the opening scene of The Crow, after Eric and his girlfriend was killed, the Crow kept on pecking at the top of the tombstone.
Yeah.
And he broke out of the casket and out of the ground.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Didn't they make another Crow? They did make another one. Crow
Yes.
City of Angels.
City of Angels. That was kind of pushing it. And then there was that terrible third one.
There was a 3?
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't watch it.
You know what?
Kristen Dunst was in it, and yeah, this is like one of her first movies.
Before Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, years before, like 10 plus before Spider-Man. Wow. Not even 10.
No, he was probably like 5, maybe.
No. More than 5, less than 10. It was like
6 years, something like
6,
that.
7, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was horrendous. It was terrible. Like, I've read the comic for that one. The comic was amazing. Whoever made that film should be ashamed of themselves. I hope he quit and is living on a farm somewhere, because it was that bad.
Yeah, The Crow. Oh, I might just keep falling down. Yeah, The Crow. It's one of those movies that's been swept under the rug as far as comic book movies go, because it was the fucking mid-90s, man. I mean, nobody would have cared about that except unless you were like a hardcore fan.
That movie, honestly, how I came across it was totally by accident. This is when we had the cable box and everything. I sound so old. I was so bored. I was looking for a movie and I saw this. I'm like, okay, screw it. And I fell instantly in love with it. Like, to this day, it's still one of my favorite movies. Like, it's number one on my list. I mean, the other two movies are just trash. Unfortunately, somebody had the bright idea to make into a show, and that thing was. Yeah, I'd rather watch X-Men: Dark Phoenix and Last Stand than that show again.
Now that's bad.
It was. Yeah, I'd rather watch Care Bears too.
And you know, it's weird. I'm looking right here. I'm doing a little in podcast research, and I'm looking right here, and it says that for a few years there was a proposed remake, and the actors that were in talks were Mark Wahlberg, Channing Tatum, Ryan Gosling, James McAvoy, and Bradley Cooper.
They all said no, but then they got the green light to remake my favorite Crow movie with Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa backed out.
And he actually would have been a perfect look.
Shut up, don't. Nope.
Why?
Because Brandon, he hit that role perfectly.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, I have utmost respect for Jason Momoa. I do. But him as Eric, no.
See,
you're making me. Yeah. What number is this one?
That's the third. That's the third one already.
No, tell them why too.
Because I'm pissing him off. But you know what? To be fair, maybe Jason can't pull off that dark, brooding character. See, I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I knew he was on Game of Thrones.
He was great on Game of Thrones. Don't get me wrong, but the thing is like he was playing a barbarian.
That's easy. He fits.
You know, yes. And he fits Aquaman. And he fits other roles that he plays. But as this one, no.
And side note, speaking of Game of Thrones, I'm having this weird crush on Emilia Clarke right now. But that's another story for another time.
She's ugly.
Oh, hey. You know, I'm about to cut this podcast off right now. About to make me smoke a cigarette. Watch your mouth. Now.
Oh, it's okay for you to piss me off. It's alright. Okay. Whatever.
But yeah, honestly, I kind of think they're gonna remake The Crow within like the next 5 to 10 years.
No, they shouldn't.
They shouldn't, but I got a feeling because look, comic book movies now are the thing.
Let me cut you off. There was multiple reasons why they canceled this thing.
Why?
One, Jason Momoa backed out, but you never asked me why. It wasn't because of scheduling issues or because he had a contract with DC.
I think that was beforehand.
Now
it was like within like the last like 3 years.
Yeah, he backed out last year.
Oh, okay, shit.
He said he didn't want to disrespect the memory of Brandon Lee.
Well, that's understandable. That's respectable.
And the other ones is because it's like mostly is because of Brandon. Mm-hmm. You know, like I said, there's multiple stories of Crow. You know, they can pick any one of them. They don't have to pick that one. You know, I just bought the book that the movie was based off of. And the first thing it says, in the memory of Brandon Lee. Mm-hmm. You know, if you look, there's so many of them. There's one-shot Crows. There's multiple issues of Crow. You know, they could pick any one of them, but why that specific one is beyond me. Nobody wants that movie remade. Well, the people who decided to make a protest about it because Brandon gave his life.
Yeah.
You know, under the circumstances, none of us will ever know the truth how Brandon died that day.
But see, you know, it's weird because his dad died mysteriously too. And see, it's funny how you say that, you know, Jason said he wanted to respect the memory of Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you probably heard this before, but when Bruce Lee died, there was this movie that they made. Well, he made like a part of it, like in 1973, but they decided to release it like 5 years later in 1978, called A Game of Death, and the movie was so disrespectful to Bruce Lee. They were literally fucking basically like pasting his face on like another actor, like, you know,
because they didn't know what to do. The movie was halfway made.
Yeah, like put it like this: the actor will be sitting in front of a mirror, right? And then in the earliest forms of Photoshop, they'll paste Bruce Lee's face on them.
Oh, what year was this again?
This 1978.
Okay, I rest my case.
And they put in some type of dumbass plot device where it was an actor like basically trying to beat Bruce Lee, and he got shot in the face, but he didn't die. So he got some weird plastic surgery. Then he wore a beard to have an excuse to beat Bruce Lee. God, that shit was disrespectful. But that's the thing. Him and his son died mysteriously, and I don't, like you say, we'll never know the truth to that. But yeah, I don't think the Crow should never be touched. Due to everything surrounding it, the Crow should never be touched.
Exactly. I mean, like I stated multiple times, the Crow doesn't surround one story plot. Like the one with Eric. After that one was done, there was another Crow. After that one was done, there was another Crow. After that one was done, there was another one, and so on and so on and so on. So it was never just one. Mm-hmm. After he or she was done seeking revenge, they would die again. They would go like where they came from. Like with Eric, he went back to the graveyard and went back to his grave.
And see, like, you know what, honestly, you can actually get away with, let's just say hypothetically they do make another Crow. You can get away with this shit now because superheroes are cool now. Comic books are quote unquote cool in the mainstream.
He's not
now.
a hero.
But he's not here. Well, put it like this: comic books, not superhero, just a comic book. Right. It's cool now. But see, that's why I said that like they might fuck around and abuse it. Because put it like this: it's just like how remember that movie called Unbreakable, right?
Yeah.
Made in 2000. That was a superhero movie, but nobody knew, nobody even paid attention, nobody even thought of it that way.
Because it wasn't a comic.
Yeah, it wasn't a comic at all. So, fast forward 19 years later, earlier this year, well, first I'm going to say, when they made Split, that has a comic book movie. So then, when Glass came out earlier this year, that was kind of like, basically, the M. Night Shyamalan's Endgame, basically. They took all his characters and put them into one movie. But my point is that he decided to do it when superheroes are cool and tell you, and guess what, Kane? The movie bombed.
Right.
It didn't even do good.
because it's not Marvel or DC.
But see, that's the problem. It's not really a problem. I understand those are the two god brands. But, there are more comic books out there other than Marvel and DC.
Oh, yeah, of course, but who's the only ones that has the guts to make movies? Is Marvel and DC. That's why, in my opinion, with Hellboy, that's why it flopped. Because that comic book company is not tied to DC or Marvel. Personally, I liked it.
Yeah. But see, that's another thing. Hellboy kind of has a niche crowd anyway. That's not... I mean, I'm not saying that, he's not cool or anything. He's cool looking, but Hellboy is not marketable to the mainstream, unfortunately.
Oh, no. He's not marketable, but he's still a comic book character regardless, and he was in quite a few comics. Like we stated in the other past podcast, you have to be a hardcore comic book reader and comic book geek to know who he is.
Yeah. And see, a lot of people, and I think I said this in the last podcast too, a lot of people didn't know who the fuck the Mask was before the Jim Carrey movie.
Nope. And
he was evil. He was a fucking psychopath.
He really is, yes. I mean, but that goes back to Marvel and DC. Marvel and DC is the only ones that has the guts to make movies.
No, wait. Not just the guts, the money.
Yeah.
Not just the guts, the fucking money.
Well, Disney has, yeah.
Disney got all the Infinity Stones over there. But, yeah, man, the Crow, I mean, like I said, it should be left alone, but, I could see them, no disrespect, I could just actually see them fucking with it again just because superheroes are cool now. But like you said, it's the only people interested is in Marvel and DC. And see, it's gonna be a point where yes, they're gonna have to start pulling other comic book characters out of their ass that people don't know nothing about except for the hardcore people. I see, cause to be honest with you, Marvel is starting to do that. They starting to pull characters out of their ass. I'm not saying Moon Knight is an out of nowhere character, but to people like me and you, we know about Moon Knight. But like everybody else, they're gonna be like, who the fuck is this guy? Then they're gonna look at him as a Batman ripoff.
well, they always make comparisons between those two. They always do. But the thing is, like, he's like the psychopath version and mentally unstable version. You know?
Well, Batman, in a way, is mentally unstable.
No, he's just paranoid. Big difference. Huge difference.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, like you said, man, the whole Marvel and DC thing, that's all people see. It's red and blue, the Republicans and Democrats. That's all it is. It's like there's really no. I'm not gonna say there's no room for other comic books, but for other characters. But Marvel and DC, like shit, they fucking trademarked the word superhero. Both companies trademark superheroes. So if I'm were to make a comic book, I can't use that. I can't use the term.
But watch this. When you're looking at these companies compared to other ones, okay, let's just say for an example, Crow had a $20 million budget. Then you look at Marvel and DC that had what, like $300 million, $500 million.
Infinity War and Endgame combined costs on just about $1 billion. Like 300, like 300 and some 300 million and some change combined. Both of the movies cost almost $1 billion to make.
Okay, and they made twice as much back.
Yeah, probably 3 times as much.
Right.
Back,
I mean,
times.
but it still comes down to this: a company that has a $20 million budget compared to this company that has a $300 million budget. What do you think is going to be better?
The bigger budget.
Yes,
but it's not to say that you can't make a good movie without a big budget though.
Exactly, like The Crow did not have a big budget, and that movie was still my favorite. I mean, some big budget movies are flops, and we've all seen it. Some low budget movies are amazing.
Yeah.
Paranormal Activity, that was a low budget, was low as hell.
They made that movie for fucking $50.
And laid the rest. Not that trash part 2, part 1.
Yeah, part 1.
Very low budget and still amazing.
Yeah.
It just shows that these low budget movies are, a lot of them know what they're doing. Some just don't care.
You know what? It's something else I gotta ask you regarding the Crow and smaller comic book companies. Like, what if they just get absorbed? Because I think didn't DC absorb? Well, no, Dark Horse is not. I could have sworn Dark Horse got absorbed.
No, they didn't.
Okay. Yeah, but see, they have enough money to absorb some of these smaller companies.
No, that's interesting. You said Dark Horse. Dark Horse does not want to be bought out.
I don't blame them.
They got offers from both Marvel and DC, and they both said no. They said no to both, because Dark Horse is a I don't give a fuck kind of company.
Yeah.
I mean, they bring out mangas and everything, and among other things, yes, they'll sell off their characters like they did the Conan, which is still the biggest dumbest thing they could have done.
They sold them off to Marvel.
Yeah. And what's funny is he was in DC teaming up with Wonder Woman at one point.
Oh my god.
Not even like 2 years ago.
Whoa. Holy shit.
So they can't take that back. But honestly, I think Dark Horse did that on purpose, just to mess with them. But
didn't Shazam get absorbed by DC, or didn't they get bought out?
No, Shazam was known as Captain Marvel.
Oh well, yeah, true.
We all know that story.
Yeah, that story, yeah.
But Dark Horse doesn't want to be bought out. They have mangas that literally is not PC friendly. Like Berserk.
Oh yeah.
Which that one we have to do a whole that by itself.
We gonna have to do a whole podcast on Berserk.
Exactly, like they. Let's just leave Dark Horse at that. Like I don't give a fuck kind of attitude, because they give fans what they want, which is, like not real life circumstances, but real life speaking, I would say.
I'm gonna tell you another comic book movie that a lot of people probably forgot about, but they're not superheroes. You remember The Losers?
Oh God.
You didn't like that?
I never got to watch it.
You say you never watched it?
Never got to.
I seen a piece of it. It was cool, but like of course it didn't. Of course it didn't do that good. Dark Horse was also responsible for the infamous barbed wire.
I should have known they were at something.
It's like, man, when I watched that movie, I'm like, this is a porno. This is porn. It's nothing but titties around here.
Oh, and what's Berserk is a bunch of rape. Come on.
Oh yeah, it is. That's true. Oh yeah, another famous Dark Horse comic. Sin City. Sin City is fucking legendary, man.
And so it's 300. Wasn't 300?
300, yeah. 300 was, yeah. 300 was. You know what? I don't know why people hated the movie so much. I thoroughly enjoyed it. This is also a non-Marvel, non-DC comic, and it's not even a Dark Horse. What? The Spirit.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I don't know why people hated it, but
because it wasn't Marvel. Because, like you said, it's not Marvel or DC.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool to have the mainstream.
Thanks a lot, Marvel.
With number 4.
Claiming Marvel.
Marvel's number 4. Yeah, but yeah, Marvel and DC, man. I kind of think that it's bad on both sides, because I remember when 10 years ago when Marvel got bought out by Disney. I didn't like it at first. I hated it, but
I still do.
But you know what? It worked out as far as the MCU. It worked out for these first 10 years for that moment.
No. We're gonna go back to our next topic. You want to go right there? Let's go to our next topic.
What?
Spider-Man.
Oh no, that's the last. I'm saving that one for last.
Okay.
Yeah, we saving that one for last because I know we're gonna spend the most time on that. Yeah, but I didn't like the fact that. I just wasn't comfortable with the fact that Disney owned Marvel and Star Wars. I think I said this before. I just didn't like the fact that they owned both, and one of them was going to suffer. And sure enough, for now, Star Wars is suffering. Yeah. So sure enough, yeah, somebody was going to suffer. But that's what happens when
all of us fans are suffering except for George Lucas.
Oh, listen, if you created Star Wars, if Disney walked up on you like, hey, nice franchise. We'll give you $4 billion for it. What you saying? You taking it, or you saying fuck you?
$6 billion. We got a deal.
They got it. Fuck it. They got it. But yeah.
Shoot, his wallpaper's made out of $100 bills. Come on now.
But yeah, and DC is owned by Warner Brothers. I don't really look at Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers owns a lot of stuff, but it's bad on both ends because Disney feels like Disney's owning too much, taking over too much, and it feels like Warner Brothers is not doing enough. They can't do shit. It's just like one extreme or the other, because it pisses me off that how Warner Brothers owns the film rights to every single fucking character they have under the DC banner, but can't do nothing but Batman and Superman. It's like, what the fuck?
Because honestly, a lot of because those are the two easiest to make. Besides Wonder Woman, we got Flash.
Well, it took them 40 years to make a fucking Wonder Woman movie, though.
That's true. But and how many years for a Shazam movie?
100 years, because Shazam never been in a movie before either.
Same thing with Aquaman.
Yeah, yeah, that's true, yeah.
But you got people like Cyborg, which the movie screwed up his origin. You got the Flash.
He's not even an original Justice League member.
Who?
Cyborg.
Yeah, I know. He's an original
Teen Titan.
No. Yes.
The original Teen Titan.
Yep, but we can blame. Like honestly, at first when in the comics when Cyborg joined, I was against it, but he kind of still sucks.
You know what?
He got his ass kicked by the murder machine.
You know what? Cyborg might be a trash character, but this is the thing. I remember about 3 years ago they said he was gonna have a movie. Why the fuck would I watch a Cyborg movie? A Cyborg. I mean, I'm not. And see, I'm not trying to hate on black characters because I'm black, but Cyborg is like, I wouldn't care to see a Cyborg movie. Who the fuck is gonna be his villain?
A microwave? A magnet?
He said a microwave. Yeah, it's like, who the fuck is gonna see a Cyborg movie?
The best Cyborg portrayal I've ever seen was in Doom Patrol.
That's actually true. I mean, like,
his first appearance in it was amazing. Like, he hacked an ATM machine, and he was like, he's asking the robber, like, all these questions. And the last one was like, Bruce Wayne rich. And he's pressing Bruce Wayne. He's like, way to go, asshole. You went from a misdemeanor to a felony.
See, that's exactly what I'll be saying. Why the fuck that Warner Brothers / DC fail with all their movies, but these TV shows be hitting? The TV shows and the cartoons be hitting. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand it either. I don't understand it either. But I don't know.
It's just like cause I think we talked about this on other podcast. You watched Krypton, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like they fucking canceled Krypton after 2 seasons. But see, like I said before,
they canceled Swamp Thing after 1 season, and that was And no, I'm sorry, but they shitted on Krypton. Like, but the way the whole concept was amazing.
But you know what? I think Swamp Thing was expensive though. I think
$80 million.
It's like you might as well make a movie with $80 million. So yeah, that's why they killed.
Yeah, but they were supposed to get like majority of it back, but something went wrong.
Yeah, but yeah, well, on to our next topic. Our next topic, actually, that's a good segue. Since we're talking about DC TV, let's discuss Titan Season 2.
Oh man, I can't wait for that one. I saw the preview for it, and first person I saw with Dick Grayson was Rose Wilson, the daughter of Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke.
Oh God!
And you saw Rose, I'm like, that before I even saw the whole entire trailer, I'm like, Deathstroke's gonna be in this. And lo and behold, who shows up? Deathstroke. But it's gonna be awesome because he's supposed to be abandoning the Robin persona and going with the Nightwing persona.
Oh, really?
I showed it to you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you showed it to me.
Because what did it say right under Robin? / That's remember I sent you a picture circling it.
Wait. Let me look it up.
It said Robin dash.
Hold on. Not Wilson. Hold on. Yeah, I'm way up here. The Crow.
I already found it.
I gotta search through my damn text thing. Alright, fuck it.
What does it say?
Dick Grayson / Nightwing / Robin. Are you talking? Wait. Am I reading the right thing?
Yeah, the circled one.
Wow. So Nightwing and Robin.
He's abandoning the Robin persona to go to Nightwing.
It's about fucking time.
No, because in Titan Season 1, Batman recruited Jason.
Jason Todd.
Yep.
So that explains why Robin was like, fuck Batman.
That first episode was classic.
It's like, bro. Hey, when I seen it in the trailer, I was like, whoa, fuck Batman out the gate. God damn.
I mean, I was really skeptical about half of these actors, but they really pulled it off. I mean, season one was awesome. I'm really excited for season 2. Season 2 is gonna have Superboy. It's gonna have Crypto the dog.
They really pulling out the stops now.
I mean, there's a lot of rumors about Wally West joining, but I'm not holding my breath.
You know what, man? It's so many Flashes. It's like, I don't think they should put Wally West because Flash.
They have to. Let me interrupt you. They have to.
You said they have to.
Wally was one of the
that's
founding
right. No,
members.
that is right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Or maybe they can explain that it's a different timeline. I don't know.
It is a multiverse.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the whole thing, I mean, I highly recommend watching the first season before the second season drops. And I'm highly excited for it. Like, I was debating if I should just wait until the whole thing comes out and just binge it like I did last time.
Oh, the entire series?
Yeah. But I can't do it. Like, no, screw that. I have to watch every episode when it comes out. Because I know it's going to be spoiled for me in every single one if I don't watch it.
It is. Because, see, like, we in this spoiled culture. Like, if there's something I really want to watch, I stay the fuck off the internet until I watch it.
You don't even have to be in the internet no more for it to get spoiled.
Oh, yeah. You could just be walking, and you work at your job. Somebody can just walk in and be like, hey, you guys see that new, and you get spoiled that way.
Right, but where I work, no one cares about comics.
Fair point. That's a fair point.
Literally, I've been here for almost all my life. I literally just found one person recently who reads comics, and he was telling me all this stuff. I'm like, oh, you know your stuff, but you're still not better than me. He's like, how so? And I just like put him in his place. Like, I didn't mean to, but yeah, it happened. But the whole thing of season 2 with Titans. I mean, Raven's father, Trigon, is supposed to be in it too.
Really?
I mean, he was in season 1, I believe, like near the end. But yeah, Titans season 2 is looking great, and because it's DC the DC Universe app doing this, they know what they're doing. So I have no worries about it. The only thing I'm worried about is if they ever come out with that Stargirl crap.
I don't know what. It's either that Stargirl or I don't know if you heard. I probably told you they're supposed to be dropping a Metropolis series about no Clark though, Lois Lane and Lex Luthor. That's what the series follows.
If they do either one, I will cancel.
Marvel number 5 coming up.
I will cancel my subscription if they do that.
Look, I'm about to look it up.
No, but first, But first, right now they would have already announced it. That's why. I mean, they did announce Stargirl, but what happened after the whole mess with Swamp Thing? They're thinking about canceling it.
Stargirl?
Yeah.
Isn't Stargirl kind of like DC's Captain America? Well, female Captain America? Or am I thinking about another character?
You're way off.
Because I could have sworn I seen a DC character that had the fucking American flag motif on their costume. Maybe I was thinking about another character. I could have sworn it was DC was trying to make a version of Captain America, but
yeah, they did.
I could be wrong.
They did make their own version of Captain America, but you see where he is. He's no longer around. But I mean, we can go on about Titan season 2 because it has a lot. It has to live up to season 1.
Season 1 was actually a surprise. Though everybody thought that shit was gonna fail.
Right, and it was amazing. Like, it wasn't your typical over the mill superhero team. Like they stayed in motels. They were screwing each other. They were kidnapped.
They were broke.
They were broke. Dick Grayson traded in his Porsche for a soccer mom van. I need another cigarette just to think about that. He had a free Porsche.
And he turned it in for a fucking Honda Odyssey. Marvel number 5 initiated. But yeah, I mean, I gotta get DC Universe, man. I gotta get that shit. It's like I got so many fucking subscriptions to streaming services. Like it's about to be another fucking cable bill and shit.
I only have 3 streaming services personally.
Netflix, Hulu, and what else? Oh, and DC.
Yeah.
Everybody been trying to get me to watch Hulu because of that Handmaid's Tale, but I mean, I'm already paying like fucking $20 for Netflix, man. So, and then when Disney Plus come out, I'm gonna be getting that. I have to get that.
I'm gonna wait a little bit on that one to tell you that.
But you know, on some real shit, I think that because they say it's gonna start at $7. I don't think that shit's gonna stay at $7.
Nope.
I can pretty much guarantee you within the next year, it's gonna go up after it comes out.
Definitely. That's no doubt about that. No doubt about that.
Hey, did you watch Young Justice Outsiders?
Oh hell yeah!
You fuck with it?
Oh, definitely.
Man, I've been waiting for that new Young Justice for a long time, man.
All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna say 2 words.
What?
Judas Contract.
Judas Contract. Don't even spoil it. I'm gonna see for myself.
That's all I'm gonna say to you. That's all I'm gonna say to you. And they even got the origin of Cyborg right.
Oh, I gotta watch that shit, man. Oh, and Kane, I got great news.
What?
Actually, the Metropolis series is chalked.
Good.
So now its upcoming programming is Stargirl and Harley Quinn, which I don't why. Why?
Because Harley Quinn's very popular.
I don't know, because it's like
To me, she's just another character.
It's like they're about to run Harley Quinn into the ground. Like how, man? Look.
No, but you know who's drawing it? It's the same way as a Batman animated series.
Oh, Paul Dini is doing it.
I believe so.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm down with it then. If the same animation style, I'm cool. I'm down with it.
Just I'm waiting for Doom Patrol season 2. I'm praying to God that happens. You're looking it up, aren't you?
Mm.
I hate you.
No, I'm not. I'm really not.
I know. That's why I say I hate you. You couldn't make me smile for the day. But no, I don't want to. I want to piss Kane off to make sure he smokes his whole pack. And
we gonna make Kane smoke the whole 100 pack. How many cigarettes in there? 12. 10 or 12.
In this pack left, I got 2, 4, 6, 7, and a whole new pack. So I got 27 altogether.
We gonna make him smoke all 27.
I'm chain smoking. That's it.
Yeah, this dude gave me chain smoking.
I wonder why.
Them the only ones you be buying? You don't be messing with the Marlboro. I mean not Marlboro. The menthol and the
No, menthol will kill me. Menthol will.
Yo, that's funny to me. It's funny to me how, cause since I see a lot of black people smoke menthols like all day. But then I rarely see a non-black person smoke a menthol.
Oh, I can name one.
Who?
He comes to my store every day.
It's so crazy. And then when I hear a black person say, "Let me get the Marlboro Reds," I feel offended. I'm like, "What? No menthol? What? You're smoking Reds? The flavorless tobacco?"
No, he came in like the first day he came in. He's like, "I'm about to blow your mind." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I'm the 1%." I'm like, "Oh God, here goes another corny ass joke." It's like, "I want a pack of Maverick non-menthol 100s." I'm like, "Wait, what?"
What? Maverick Red?
Red,
what?
Yep. What the fuck?
That shit's crazy. So what? So see, I don't smoke cigarettes for the people out there. So I don't know. It's like, but see, this is the thing, Kane. Like, smoking don't even really do a lot for me for some reason. It's like I smoke weed, and it's like nothing. I didn't even get high. I mean, I got high for like, what you say?
Smoke weed.
Yeah. It's like I got high, but it was only lasted for like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, okay.
I still have yet to smoke. I never smoked.
You never smoked weed?
Yep.
You lied.
I swear to God.
Never smoked weed.
Never.
I mean, hey man. I mean, I'm not gonna say like, oh, you know what you're missing because I don't care about it that much myself. But I mean, like,
Hey, to me, it's to each their own. I personally don't care.
so it's like you smoke a cigarette. Do you kind of like get like a high off of it, or just
It calms
it
my
calms your
nerves.
nerves? Well, that's fair enough.
What's next?
Hold on. I was trying to look at something about Titan season. I mean, Doom Patrol season 2. A second season will premiere on both. Oh wow! A second season will premiere on both DC Universe and HBO Max in 2020.
What?
Doom Patrol season 2
What? Where?
on in
When?
20, on in 2020
That's all I care.
on DC Universe and HBO Max. Like
I don't care about HBO Max.
they gonna be on HBO. That's crazy. Yeah.
I have the DC Universe app. As long as it's on the DC Universe app, I don't care. Because Crazy Jane is my girl. I would love to hang out with her for one damn day.
All right. Our next topic. I know we speeding through here, but our next topic is a topic that I know Kane is gonna love here. Okay. As you guys know, or your comment heads know, that Darkseid and Thanos recently went head to head, and Darkseid hit Thanos with the Omega Beam before Thanos even looked up. So Darkseid murdered Thanos.
Because Thanos is a carbon copy of Darkseid? Duh.
Well, we're not. I'm not gonna debate that. No comment. But anyway, yeah. I mean,
They're both killable characters, but
you know, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, Archie, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Thanos seems more killable than Darkseid in a way.
he's just more soft.
Thanos.
Yes, because if you put Darkseid in the MCU, people will have to worry 24/7.
You know what? On some real shit, if they was fighting Darkseid in Infinity War, Omega beams all day.
Oh yeah.
The only person that will probably the only character that probably won't be affected by the Omega beam is Doctor Strange.
Get out.
Because listen, listen. Because you see, he made copies of himself. He can portal back and he can portal in and out. So it's like.
But did you forget he can control his Omega beams to go anywhere?
Well, that's true too.
I mean, did you forget that they're almost as fast as the Flash?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe you think Scarlet Witch can't fuck with him?
Nope. I mean, she got her ass kicked by Thanos.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And then, on some real shit, Captain, you know how Captain America fought Thanos 1-on-1?
Right.
He fought Darkseid 1-on-1.
Darkseid. There's a reason why Darkseid keeps his arms behind his back.
And do you really think that the shield would have blocked the Omega beam?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. They fought Darkseid. Only a few characters could survive that. Like
Doomsday.
Yeah, Doomsday can.
He took it point blank range and punched him in the face for doing it.
Doomsday is fucking unkillable. He's OP. But see, villains allowed to be OP though.
No, just him.
He's a no just.
No, but when it comes, see, here's the thing about Darkseid. Darkseid keeps his arms behind his back
On some boss shit.
for pure ignorance because he thinks that he never needs to use his arms in battle, which is true because
Arrogance.
yeah,
Super arrogant.
Because he'll just like kick you when you're done, or Omega beams and you're done, or just send Kella back, or his armies. And he doesn't care about his armies. He's not like Thanos who will go enslave a whole race. No, he made a race. He'll kidnap people and make them into parademons. That's what he does. And he equips them with a mother box, so if they get hurt or their weapons are destroyed, the mother box heals it. Come on now, it's a losing battle.
Now, let me ask you this. Who wins between Darkseid and Darkseid? I keep saying Darkseid. I've been saying this since I was little. Darkseid. I'm trying to think of a Marvel. Darkseid and Thor.
Darkseid.
You saying Thor can't fuck with Darkseid either? So you mean to tell me that only Superman can even give Darkseid? Superman and Thor are damn near, they're not the same character, but in essence they are kind of the same.
He'll give him a run for his money, yes, but at the end result, it's going to be Darkseid.
Okay. No, I mean, I'm not arguing with you on that end. I thought you were saying that Darkseid would just kill Thor in an instant. I'm like, oh, hell no. He's not going to just whoop his ass and just...
I mean, if he uses his arms, that's it. I mean, when you have Darkseid in the comics and the shows, everything, what's he doing? He has his arms behind his back.
Omega Beam.
Right.
But
because if he punches you, you're done.
But what if... But you remember that one? I don't know if you remember that episode of Superman animated series. Probably one of the greatest episodes.
Oh, yeah, they brought him down.
Yeah, in a way. But didn't he use his fist against Superman in that fight?
Yeah, because they didn't want to put the true Darkseid into that show.
But see, dude, that fight was so fucking epic, man. Superman whooped his ass. Well, no.
Yeah.
Darkseid whooped his ass. Then Superman came back and whooped his ass. So then Superman was trying to free all like his slaves or whatever. Superman was trying to free all his slaves or whatever. So then, like, Superman looking at Darkseid on the ground, like, so are you gonna give up, or you know what I'm saying? So his slaves picks Darkseid up. So then Darkseid told Superman, Darkseid told Superman, I am Kal-El, I am a lot of things, but on this planet, I am God. That shit was epic as fuck, bro. Like, Darkseid defeated, all laying out like this, and he told Superman like, "Shit, well, it's cool, it's whatever, because I'm God," and still got carried out by his slaves. That shit's crazy, man.
This was actually popping out of my pocket, stabbing me.
How?
I don't know. It's good. I gotta take that out of my pockets.
That's military grade right there. Yeah, that was a fucking epic ass episode, man.
Yeah, but like movies like that, animated movies, they water him down.
That was a movie. That was a regular episode of cartoon.
Yeah, and every show, movie, and etc. They water him down because, you know, shows like that, Superman always wins unless they do a to be continued. No, and Superman's gonna win that one.
No, see, that cartoon kind of confused me because he ran into Darkseid a lot. Because there's one episode, it was a two-parter where Superman lost. Like Darkseid came through and enslaved pretty much Metropolis.
Right.
And Superman was one of his slaves.
Yeah, Lois Lane's the one who broke that spell on him.
Yeah. I gotta watch that series again because
guess what's on? The whole thing is on
DC Universe.
Yes, sir.
Alright, see, I'll get DC Universe just for that alone, just for all the cartoons. But yeah, Darkseid, man. You know what? You're right. They do kind of water him down a little bit. But what about that one movie, the one animated movie they made where Batman was like the only motherfucker in history to duck and dodge the Omega beams?
No, there was no movie.
I swear that was Batman.
No,
an animated movie. Batman was running from Darkseid.
No, that was Superman and Flash.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That's why I said that's why the Omega beams is almost as fast as Flash.
Dude, man, I swear Batman was ducking and dodging them. I mean,
he got punched.
But like you know how the Omega beams be following you?
Yeah.
I think Batman just like rolled out the way, and I don't even know what happened after that. I just know he survived the Omega beam.
No. He shot it at Superman and Flash. Batman moved out the way because they were running.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he dodged it because the Omega beams weren't coming after him.
Cause I was saying to myself, I was watching that show, I was like, this dude Batman really dodged the fucking Omega Beam. Are you serious?
I mean, you can't say that he's always dodging them. He did get hit by the Omega Beams once and got sent back in time. And that's another thing that what's his name, Darkseid can do with his Omega Beams. He doesn't have to kill you with that. He can just send you back in time if you're just annoying him.
That's some bullshit. You know what? You get on my fucking nerves. Here, go to the prehistoric era.
That's funny because that's what he did to Bruce. That's what he did to Batman. He sent them back into the caveman era.
You human. Wait, you know what's the other thing? You heard about that New Gods movie they making, right?
Until I hear the official announcement.
No, it's happening. It's really happening. It's not rumor. It's really happening. It's supposed to be coming out like either 2020 or 2021.
Well, Marvel, DC has to do something.
But honestly, if I was DC, Warner Brothers, I would not make that movie. You know why?
Why?
Because Marvel is making the Eternals right now. So it's like you're not gonna win that either. You know what I'm saying? You're not winning that shit.
Like, just go home with it.
Yeah, just fuck it. And plus, on top of that, like the way Justice League fucked up. And they say that Darkseid was supposed to be in it, just ruined the whole New Gods in a whole. They supposed to be doing like New Genesis in there, Apocalypse. All that is pointless now for me.
Well, they are doing. Well, the Flash movie is just got the green light, so hopefully they'll do Flashpoint and fix everything.
Hopefully, Flash. That shit was supposed to come out like 3 years ago. Like seriously, it was supposed to come out like 2 or 3 years ago. And I don't know. I mean, hey, the TV Flash and Grant Gustin is more relevant than the movie Flash.
And he runs like that movie one. The movie one, it looks like he's running like he needs to take a shit.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is he running like that? He's running retarded. Like, what the? Does he have Down syndrome or something? So what the fuck is he running like that? And by the way, Kane, ain't Flash lightning supposed to be yellow? His lightning was like blue and white.
Because that one, there's no Wally West and all that.
Well, that's true.
There's only one Flash. I mean, in the regular DC universe, how many Flashes are there? There's 2 Wally Wests. There's Jay Garrett.
There's a few Barry Allens.
No, one Barry Allen.
No, I'm just playing. Yeah, it's one Barry Allen.
I mean, if you combine the multiverse, yeah, that's a totally different story.
Yeah, he was running like he was fucking retarded, man. God, that movie was terrible, man. I mean, like,
I watched. Let me interrupt you. You know, I watched that Mission Impossible movie that caused the whole CGI thing with Superman.
Oh, the latest one? Yeah,
it wasn't that good.
I heard it was alright. I haven't never seen it, so I heard it was alright.
It's on Hulu, so it's like it's.
Because you know the whole thing where they had to CG out his mustache and all that shit.
Yeah, but all that CGI on him for a meh kind of movie.
I mean, honestly, there were some parts in the movie that I did find kind of weird, like at the beginning when them kids was talking to him, but I didn't know that. I thought it was just that one part where they CG out his mustache. They CG out his mustache out like pretty much. Like probably like 70% of the movie. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, because when they first filmed it, he wasn't growing one. He started growing it after he was done filming Justice League.
Yeah, see, Justice League was actually made like 2 years prior to that, like a year and a half.
Yeah,
they made it like because it came out in late 2017. So yeah, it was filmed in like sometime like in early 2016. So yeah, it was a long time when they filmed the movie.
And Scott Snyder decided to be the bright idea. Oh, let's just do retakes. He took the whole damn movie.
Yeah, reshoots and all that shit. It's funny how the same guy who shot the first 2 Avengers movies came in and took his place and still fucked the movie up. And then somebody else on the internet pointed this out to me. I didn't even notice it myself. Ben Affleck in some scenes looked at skinny and then some scenes looked at fat because in the reshoots he gained weight and he came back and got a little fat and still did the movie. Because it's like in one scene he's skinny, then the next scene he a little on a chubby side. It's like, look, God, that movie was a fucking clusterfuck. It's like, Kane, man, listen, it should be a sin, punishable by death to fuck up the Justice League. And this is a Marvel guy saying this. You fucked up the Justice League. I'm a Marvel guy and I'm telling you this. How could you fuck? There's no way in hell you can fuck up the Justice League. No way in fucking hell. No way.
Exactly. I mean, like,
I would expect you to fuck up the Avengers before you will fuck up the Justice League. But it's the other way around now that we see. Holy shit. But anyway, speaking of Avengers, let's get on our last topic, which is Spider.
No, you said there was another one.
What?
Involved the Justice League. Black Lightning.
Okay, all right. Let me postpone that last topic. Okay, now in the comics, Black Lightning has been made into the leader of the Justice League. Now, me has a black.
I threw it down too.
Kane just threw down his box of Marlboros, and now he's on his sixth cigarette. Is this like we about to make a lung cancer commercial in here?
A truth commercial.
The true commercial, yeah. But okay, I'm black, all right, and I fuck with the Black Lightning show, but has a comic book character. Black Lightning is a trash character, man.
He's a D-lister.
He's a borderline F-list character, bro. And where the fuck did he come from?
I mean, we're talking about a guy who lost his powers because he was depressed at one point.
Yeah. It's like, this is why I be saying.
His daughter was a better superhero than him.
Yeah, and this is what I be saying about DC as a whole, man. DC has always been reactionary. DC and Warner Brothers are reactionary companies, man. DC is a great company, but their problem is they're reactionary. So I can pretty much guarantee you that they looked over at Marvel and see all the success. Well, black characters, primarily Black Panther. Then they said, oh well, fuck it. You know what? We got Black Lightning. Let's just make him the leader of the Justice League. No, he doesn't even have enough clout to be the leader of the Justice League.
That guy has a hard time leading the outsiders.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's like DC on some affirmative action shit right now. Like, it's like, what is this affirmative? It's like, look, he does not have enough clout to be to be the leader of the Justice League, the A-list. It's like, look, it's kind of like I can't think of a low-ranked baseball player. It's kind of like a low-ranked baseball player being a team captain of the fucking New York Yankees.
More like that towel boy.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, come on, man. Why? Come DC, man. Come on, like y'all better than this. This is, like I said, it's clear they clearly hit the panic button.
Oh yeah, they did.
Y'all just hit the panic button, so y'all.
More like they smashed the shit out of it.
Yeah, right. They beat the shit out of the panic button because they were just doing it just for the sake of diversity and trying to reel in the black reader. It's like, come on.
If they wanted a black leader, they could have just John Stewart. John Stewart.
Exactly. Thank you.
Led the Green Lantern Corps. You know, and he's still leading it.
John Stewart is qualified to be a leader.
I mean, he ran OWA. He ran all the lanterns. You mean to tell me they're going to pick Black Lightning, a D-rate hero, who, if he, God forbid, if he gets depressed again, he'll lose his powers.
Yeah. It's like, and that's another thing. They only doing this shit because his show is high. If Black Lightning didn't have a show, we wouldn't even be talking about it. I have
so many arguments at work because of that stupid ass show.
I ain't gonna say the show's stupid, but it's honestly, I just feel like it was unnecessary. Like you said, he is a D-list hell. Black Panther wasn't even a D-list character.
No, the Black Panther, the lowest I've ever seen him was become like an A-.
A-, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So how are they gonna make a character that's lower on the totem pole than pretty much most black characters that important.
Which still got to remind everybody that he lost his powers because he got depressed.
Trash.
And he regained it because he had a little hissy fit. Come on,
That's trash.
man.
It's trash. I'm sorry, y'all. It's trash. I understand that he a black character, but I'm sorry. I gotta keep it real with y'all. Trash. I mean, he don't like Kane said. If anything, John Stewart deserves to lead the Justice League.
Right? He
if
led.
anything,
John Stewart is more than qualified.
Beyond qualified.
I mean, he has military training. He's a hell of an experienced Green Lantern. He led the elite squad of Lanterns, then became the leader of the Green Lantern Corps. We're not talking about a handful of Lanterns. We're talking about millions of Lanterns who are following his command.
Mm-hmm.
And they chose Black Lightning over him.
It's sad, man. It's fucking sad. And you know, like I said, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be like, quote unquote. Well, I can't. I'm not trying to be like, hating on my own people or be racist or to my own people or anything like that. But the facts are facts. Like Green Lantern, Black Lightning is not a suitable character to have such a position. Not even just on the Justice League, the fucking leader. Not even at least a side character in the Justice League.
The only thing he has good qualities of is he has arguments with Batman. Ooh. Who doesn't have an argument with Batman?
Everybody has an argument with Batman. That's not nothing shocking.
I mean, in the current Outsiders run, he's arguing with Batman. I mean, it's him and Katana leading the Outsiders, which honestly is a good storyline. It's a good, it's good because he's training the new heroes and all that stuff. But to bring him into the Justice League as leader is ridiculous. I can see him as a member.
Yeah, a member is acceptable.
Oh yeah, I mean he can be. He has his usefulness if he doesn't get depressed and lose his powers again like a little fuck. But as far as him leader, no, no. He definitely doesn't deserve it. He definitely does not deserve leadership. It should be John Stewart.
Mm-hmm. And see, DC actually has solid black characters, a solid black representation, but they choose not to fuck with it. But I don't know if you're familiar with the Gods of Africa from DC.
A little bit.
Yeah, but see, the thing about that is that's kind of treading on Black Panther territory, African guys.
Yeah.
So they can't fuck with. Well, they chalked on that. They can't do that.
I mean, they have Icon, who very is not. I won't say very little is known about him, but he led his own superhero group. He's very trustworthy. He's very strategic. And he's better qualified than Black Lightning.
Yeah, well qualified than Black Lightning. Yeah, like I said,
a crackhead right there is more qualified.
Like I said, man, Black Lightning. DC just flat out press the
The only thing that DC has going for them right now is they brought back again Batman Who Laughs for what he's planning to do. I mean, the man is Batman, and then the worst kind of form.
Mm-hmm. Worst incarnation.
I mean, I love what they're doing with him. I love everything. I love DC. I'm a DC fan. I can't wait for Hill House to come out. I can't wait for all these things to come out. But Black Lightning as Justice League leader?
Oh yeah.
The man lives in an efficiency apartment.
and then, and then you know what's another thing? He's gonna join the CW crossover now.
Crisis on Infinity
Yeah, he's gonna be on Crisis. I'm all like,
yeah, I mean that's a the multiverse event.
Yeah, but see, at the same time, I thought that he was going to be a completely separate character from
he is
CW.
he is a completely separate character in a different universe, and he stated that.
Okay, I got you now.
And the fact that he's, hopefully they'll show him out. Like Flash will show him out. Like, dude, you're stupid. Go away.
You know what? The only thing I gotta say about the show itself, though, that costume is god fucking awful.
Oh yeah,
that costume.
It looks like a freaking
fucking terrible.
It looks like a Christmas tree.
Yeah. Now,
with goggles.
His current comic costume.
You know what? That's what I'm gonna dress my Christmas tree as. Black Lantern.
His current comic costume actually looked better than the damn TV show, and it's like he looked goofy as fuck, man. Like you say, the goggles and look at this big fucking bright ass lightning. But it's like, bruh, that shit look goofy as fuck, man. It don't even translate well to live action television. It's like
that's why I love. Let me interrupt you. That's why I love Arrow and Flash. Their costumes change every season. This one's just consistently a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Like he cannot be stealth if he tried because of that damn suit. It's like, look, the Black Lightning's over there. All of a sudden, you're like,
how the fuck you gonna stick around in the dark in that thing? Like, how you gonna? You can't do no Batman missions with that. No self shit. Man.
Look, Terrell, over there. It's Black Lightning. No, it's not. I'm a Christmas tree.
Yeah, man, it's like. Oh, God, that costume was fucking. I like, who the fuck designed this thing? Oh, he was better off just rocking a hoodie or something. It's like, man, come on, man.
And then in the Outsider show, he's rocking, his old school, a better costume.
Yeah,
and jeans and a shirt that looks better than that stupid ass costume.
Is fucking retarded, man. I mean, how the fuck you put that thing on? Like, what the fuck?
Every single time I see that show, I'm like, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's like, man, oh, God. And you know what's crazy? CW probably spent like half of the episode budget for that fucking costume.
No, they probably went to a Christmas shop and bought the damn costume. Come on!
They went to Halloween City and shit.
No, that's Halloween City. We're talking about a Christmas store here, man. Come on.
Oh, shit.
They went and bought the little, those little lights that you put on the Christmas tree.
The box, 50 lights.
And instead of putting a star on him, they put goggles. The ones that you buy like at the dollar store. And spray painted it yellow.
Oh, shit. Alright, for our final topic, we're going to discuss this crazy event on the internet, which is Spider-Man out of the MCU. I never forget that shit that happened last week or a couple weeks ago. I was in the car and I was on Facebook and somebody posted Spider-Man out of the MCU. I said to myself, impossible. Thanos' voice. Bullshit. Now, I went to go check with my sources and did my research. It was true. Disney's had a deal. Well, actually, the deal between Disney and Sony, the talks broke down. And from what I read was, Disney was asking for 50% of the profits and 50% of the merchandise. The original deal was that I believe Sony was getting 95% of the box office money, and Marvel / Disney was only going to get 5%. Then they was going to get a percentage of the merchandise money. So they couldn't come to a deal. And a lot of people on the internet was talking about, oh, it's Sony's fault. Sony's being greedy. And I was one of those people that said Sony was greedy. But then when I went back and did my research, no, kids, Marvel / Disney got a little bit too greedy. But to be fair, no Spider-Man movie that we have seen, live action movie that we have seen, has crossed the $1 billion mark. Every movie that they made without Marvel Studios have probably did, like, I think about 800 million at most, maybe 900 million. But Marvel has proved to make Spider-Man the most successful. So I understand why they're asking for a little bit more money, but still, it's like, if you ask me, greed and forced diversity is gonna kill the MCU.
That's why Disney's the Orange Lantern.
Greed.
You saw what their oath is. Mine.
Yeah. And see, everybody was actually congratulating Sony on the internet because, Sony basically stood up to Disney. They actually told Disney no when Disney tried to strong arm them.
I saw a meme that said they were arguing and Mickey Mouse is like, I guess he's being held back and they're like, I'll buy you too.
Yeah. I'll buy you too. I can't even laugh like Mickey Mouse. Yeah, but
the whole thing pisses me off on so many levels. Far From Home was awesome.
Fucking awesome.
Homecoming was awesome.
Solid.
But when the Venom movie was made, this is when they got bought out and everything. They cut 40 minutes, which would have made the movie, who knows, would have made it either better or worse. But it would have been rated R.
Right.
They did that to respect Disney, and Disney does this to them. I mean, okay, if you guys are going to do that, I want my 40 minutes of Venom.
Yeah, that's true.
I want my 40 minutes, plain and simple, because Sony, don't get me wrong, Sony is cool for standing up against them, but at the end result, they're going to go back to Disney. That it's going to be almost a guarantee.
That's why I'm not tripping that much about it, because give it time and they'll come back. Because, like I said, they made too much money with them. Why would they throw it away?
Exactly, but another thing is like Sony. When's the last time Sony came out with a good movie anyway?
Spider-Man 2.
When was the last time Sony came out with a good movie?
The Amazing Spider-Man 1.
When was the last time Sony came out with a good movie?
Not a long time. Not a long time. And see, this is another thing, Kane. Spider-Man is basically the only thing Sony has. Sony Pictures only has Spider-Man. That's their only franchise. They lost James Bond. So basically, the only two things that's keeping Sony afloat as a company as a whole, Spider-Man and the fucking PlayStation.
Keep PlayStation out your mouth, you Xbox playing turd.
What? No, I'm a PlayStation guy. I'm about to say no.
I just wanted to say that.
I'm about to say what you yelling at me for. I'm a PlayStation guy. I always have been. I'm loyal. But anyway,
no, I just find this coincidental that Sony bought out Insomnia.
Yeah, you notice you peeped that too? Spider-Man is now a PlayStation exclusive character, a Sony exclusive character.
Yes, and a couple days afterwards, we hear about this.
This came out. That's crazy. Yeah, and see, it's like I said,
you keep saying that. Let me interrupt you. You say that Disney's being greedy, but I can see also the greed in Sony's part as well, because you saw how great the video game has done.
Video game's awesome.
Yes,
Fucking awesome. Yes.
And I'm probably the 1% that plays that game as Scarlet Spider.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You're the less than 1%.
I don't care. Scarlet Spider has always been my favorite.
You are.
But I do want them to go back to Disney because Disney has the banking. Disney has the resources.
Finances, yeah.
Disney has the people who can make it good. I mean, should we mention a movie that should never be mentioned on God's Earth?
Which movie is that? Oh, God. Woo! No comment. You know what's crazy? That movie actually made like 800 million. Like,
I don't know how that Venom compared to Venom.
Look. I'm about to.
No. I believe you. But in the movie The Spider-Verse, That Spider-Man doing the dance was better than that one.
It was. But you know what? You peep how they was making references to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. I was like, yo, no, they doing that. They making references to all the other Spider-Man movies too. That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. But what killed me in that movie wasn't when he did that dance. When he did that dance.
That was what we call jumping the shark.
No, that was just almost me leaving the theater.
And you know what's crazy? It's so ridiculous. It did not age well. That shit was it was cool for like the mid 2000s.
Oh yeah.
If you do that shit in a movie now, people will be looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right, and then like, no, that dance. Just that dance.
Hey, I seen this meme a few days ago.
I need another one because of that dance.
Cigarette number 7.
Because of that, and how bad was that dance?
You know what? Hey, I seen this meme a few days ago. Somebody gonna take a video, you know, like the final battle in Endgame when everybody was coming out the portal and Falcon was like on your left. So then it was like this. Cap come in and Sam on your left. Portal open up. It's Tobey Maguire doing the dance.
Oh my god.
Yo, that shit was hilarious. It was cool. Tobey Maguire if you're like.
You know, I forgot to tag you in this, but I guess this one company made the opening scene of Civil War, rated R.
I think you tagged me in it. It was like he was kicking everybody in the fucking blood and guts.
Yeah,
yeah, that shit was crazy.
It was hilarious. Especially the Scarlet Witch part, like
Because you know what? To be all the way honest with you, pretty much all them guards in that scene should have been dead after some wild shit. Like especially the dude that was shooting at him in the hallway. And then he threw the shield and it ricocheted off the wall and hit him in his head.
No, one that should have been dead was he got kicked like 50 feet into the wall.
Yeah, he should have exploded. He got kicked by a super soldier and then he should have been he should look like a fucking beetle on the wall getting smashed.
And we bring that up because that's where Spider-Man came back. Like, I don't see any Spider-Man movies being made for at least another 2 years.
But see, that's the contract. See, the thing about Sony is Sony wants to make a Spider-Man movie every 2 years. They don't want to like conform with the whole Marvel thing. Like you know how Marvel they might wait like 3 or 4 years to drop another sequel because the new Doctor Strange is not coming out to 2021. So that's 5 years between his first movie.
Right.
So Sony doesn't want to do that. They want to just be on the schedule and then release movies every 2 years. But this is the thing. Your spoiler alert for you dumbass motherfuckers that haven't seen the movie yet. Look, you're coming off perhaps the greatest Spider-Man movie ever. No, not perhaps. You're coming off the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made with one of the best cliffhangers we ever seen in a movie.
They just released it for like on the 29th for one day with 29 extra minutes. I'm like, I'm not gonna. I'll wait.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Kane, guess when it's coming out on DVD?
When?
September 17th. Well, download, not physical DVD, but like it's gonna be available on the internet on the 17th. So what's the fucking point of putting it out? And
actually, no, for Memorial Day weekend, it was a smart move, but 29 extra minutes.
But see, this is the thing. So they released that with significant footage, but they didn't want to re-release Endgame with significant footage. Fuck out of here. But anyway, they're coming off perhaps the greatest Spider-Man movie, the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made with the greatest cliffhanger ever. So you mean to tell me none of that shit is gonna matter if Sony and Marvel really doesn't come together with a deal? All that shit is not gonna matter. All his friends are gonna disappear, and Tony Stark will die for nothing.
And what's gonna happen to Happy?
He's gonna disappear. All the MCU related characters are just gonna be
Happy and Aunt May's supposed to have a relationship.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? Oh, he ghosted me?
Yeah. He hit and quit or some wild shit. But yeah. So all his friends he's gonna have to get a new Mary Jane, and a comic book accurate Mary Jane, because Zendaya is gonna be out because that's an original Marvel thing.
Wait, so she's not gonna be in? She's only with MCU.
Yeah, she's with MCU. That's a Marvel thing. That's Marvel side. Sony didn't have shit to do with that. And to be honest, they can actually drop Tom Holland if they want to, but they're not gonna do that.
So Uncle Ben's gonna die again.
Yeah, and see, Tom Holland is actually Sony.
Leave Uncle Ben alone.
Fucking alone. And Tom Holland is actually Sony's employee. Marvel didn't necessarily cast him. Sony did. So
Sony was genius for that one.
Yeah, they was genius for that one. Yeah, they cast. So he's their employee. So he's gonna lean on more so on their side because even on that interview that he had a few weeks last week at the convention.
If that was true, how come he? It was announced, and he announced it too. He's unfollowing Sony on Twitter, on Instagram or whatever.
They did. I mean, he's under contract, so he still got to do the movie.
Right.
But see, this is the thing. Tom Holland came out at the Disney convention, and he said, basically, he was saying that the shit was chalk in so many words. He said something like, "Well, it's unfortunate that happened, but we working together to make Spider-Man better, and we working together to make something probably even more cooler." How the fuck cooler can you get with what just happened?
If you notice in Team Iron Man,
everybody dead.
Yup.
Yeah.
Is something happening with the guy who's playing with Black Panther? Because somebody's telling me something's happening with him. I know you're following it like super hard.
Oh, nothing's happening. But the one thing about Black Panther, Chadwick Boseman, he was contracted for 5 movies, and guess what? Black Panther 2 will be his 5th and final movie.
Okay.
Well, so far, because it was Civil War, Black Panther, Infinity War, and Endgame. That's 4, and the second Black Panther will be 5.
Mm-hmm.
So he might be on the way out. So and plus plus a lot of people. He's actually older than what he looks. He's like, by the time Black Panther 2 come out, he's gonna be like in his mid-40s, like 44 or something. So he's actually older than what he looks. So he might be out.
At least let him marry Storm, because in the comics, I guess they're remarried.
They are.
Apparently.
I feel like they kind of wasted that whole storyline in the comics, though.
No, whoever wrote Avengers vs. X-Men destroyed that because, like, he's. I'm gonna give you a backtrack real quick. When they were kids and everything, you know, this is when her powers were first manifesting. I guess they were suffering like a really bad, you know, drought. You know, everything was becoming dry. Nothing was surviving because there was no rain.
Mm-hmm.
Storm came and brought the rain. That's why he has that. Like, if you read some of the earlier comics, he calls her goddess.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been in love with her ever since.
You know what? Honestly, I kind of, even though Marvel likes trilogies, I kind of can't see them making a Black Panther 3. And if they do make a Black Panther 3,
who's gonna be the villain?
Because he doesn't have any villains. But you might disagree with me on this.
I mean, if they do make another one with him in it, I think they should put him either
team him up with somebody.
Yeah, with the Fantastic Four.
That sounds about right. Because see, Black Panther 2, they didn't say who the villain is gonna be, but you know,
I bet they don't even know.
You know what? I think it's gonna be Namor. It has to. But see, but Kane, this is the thing. Namor not going. I'm pretty fucking sure Namor not going to be a straight up villain because he's not really a villain for real.
He's an ignorant asshole.
Yeah,
like,
he's just an asshole.
He's one of those types of like leave this my kingdom and seize alone, and I'll leave you alone. Plain and simple.
Yeah. I mean, it could be the only people right now.
Because if they went to straight up fight, Namor's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
We're talking about a guy who went toe to toe with the Thing.
Yeah.
No matter what potion he's taking or how advanced his suit is, you know, he's thousands of leagues underwater.
You can survive anything. If you that deep in the water, you can survive anything. And see, this is the thing. The only villains that I'm that I think that they're gonna put in Black Panther 2, that I can see it happening, is, I don't know if you're familiar with Reverend Achieve. It's either gonna be him. It's gonna be him and Namor. And listen, why I say Achieve, because in the comics, if you know Achieve basically became Black Panther, King of Wakanda, or whatever, while T'Challa was away, like with the Avengers in America. The way they can spin that is, you know how T'Challa was dead for 5 years? T'Challa was dead for 5 years, and then Achieve came through and infiltrated the political system and rose up and became the new Black Panther. I can see that happening.
I mean,
because look, he was dead for 5 years,
yeah,
so he's gonna have to come back and fight for his crown again. Basically.
Yeah, but with Black Panther, you're literally, in my opinion, you're picking at straws because he doesn't have villains.
He doesn't have villains. He doesn't.
His villains is people in the White House. His villains are the Senate, the freaking UN.
But see, did I tell you that for the first movie originally, Ryan Coogler wanted the first villain to be Kraven the Hunter?
Why? That's a Spider-Man guy.
But you know what? I told you about how they was thinking about changing Kraven to Wakanda, right? It makes sense though.
God.
It makes sense though because the jungle origin.
No, don't give me that bullshit, because one of the greatest stories with Kraven's
Last Hunt.
Kraven's Last Hunt.
Yeah, but
like if I was in charge of Spider-Man, that'd be the last movie I'd make.
But see, this is the thing.
That would be my end game. Kraven's Last Hunt.
If Marvel ends up keeping the deal with Sony, I say they put Kraven in for Spider-Man 3. It only makes sense for Kraven. But see what it is, if they can still make him Wakandan origin.
No,
listen.
Don't give him the Wakandan origin.
Listen. From what they said, it kind of makes sense. They can say he can be a part of an exiled Wakandan tribe that no longer exists. He can be exiled and then he can float around in New York. And he can still use. You see the way Stu Kane looking at me. He can use Wakandan tech.
He doesn't. Look, we're talking about a guy who took down the Marauders.
He's jungle based though.
No, he's not jungle based. The guy loves safari.
I mean, he loves safari. I mean, it makes sense. He could be from Wakanda though.
No, man, you're just looking at one goddamn continent. How many places got a goddamn rainforest? How many places got a jungle?
Africa, Wakanda.
Besides those,
South America, Brazil, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay, because this microphone's I'm not gonna light one up because your microphone's expensive. This is me dropping the mic.
I thought he was about to grab an cigarette, but yeah. That was he just dropped the proverbial mic. But yeah, I mean,
I have nothing against changing the colors of people. I don't. But changing Kraven that much, people who loves Kraven like me and others,
it wouldn't sit well with them changing the origin to, because he was Russian, right? You want to change him? Yeah, he was Russian. You're right. Yeah, well, yeah, he was Russian because he had a Russian name. So you're changing him from Russian to African, Wakandan. I mean, that is a big change.
Changing him to Wakandan is a big change, regardless if it was white, Eskimo, Russian, Chinese, Japanese. It doesn't matter. Because like I said, if I was in charge of the Spider-Man movies, the last Spider-Man, if I was in charge of the very last Spider-Man movie, it would definitely be Kraven's Last Hunt.
I mean, it has to be though, because and that's and that's another thing. Kraven never been in a movie before, so I mean, yeah, I mean, just like Spider-Man 3 right now, and like I said, Marvel ends up getting the deal. It's only right to put Kraven in. I mean, there's nobody else I can see going in.
I do not want him to go near Black Panther, because Wakandan tech or not, Black Panther could defeat him sleeping.
Actually, he can. It won't even really be a fight.
It wouldn't. He's gonna be like, "You're wasting my time. Go away." It's like, I don't even want to deal with you. Somebody shoot. Somebody. Here's a gun from America. Shoot him.
Oh, you know what? Shout out to Jordan. Jordan said that
Screw you, Jordan.
He said that Killmonger shouldn't have been the second villain, but I don't really know because,
like I stated, you know, bringing Black Panther into the MCU, genius.
Yeah, it's genius.
Giving him movies is cool.
He doesn't have
But
villains.
besides Killmonger, who's his villains?
Look,
Killmonger is always,
bro.
it's always been Killmonger.
Bro, yeah. Killmonger was the only one that kept coming back. But bro, look. In the movie, the first Black Panther movie itself, 3 of his 6 villains were in it. And one of them turned into an ally.
Right.
Man-Ape. That's one Black Panther villain. Killmonger was the primary villain, but you know, he really, if you really analyze him, technically he wasn't a villain. He just had a different point of view, a different perspective. 3, Claw. That's 3 of his 6 villains in one movie. Now, what they have left is a Chibi, maybe White Wolf, and
White Wolf was his partner.
White Wolf was his partner, so they can't do that.
White Wolf. Remember who they named that? White Wolf.
Bucky is the White Wolf. So that's fucked up. And Malice, his girlfriend Nakia, she became Malice in the comics. But listen, this dude be hating on Black Panther. But listen,
no, I just hate them. No, like after the first movie, good. The movie, I will not dog the movie. You know, I will dog the character.
I mean,
but you're looking at a guy with no villains.
He doesn't. I know. I'm not arguing with you about that.
And the Avengers, right now, he's the leader of the Avengers. You know who's his biggest villain right now?
Who?
The Pentagon.
So he's fighting. So he's fighting the government. He's a politician. He's fighting the fucking government.
Basically.
And see, like you say, like, yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you that he doesn't have a lot of villains. But see, and that goes to my point about Black Panther 3. If they do make a Black Panther 3, which is gonna be like probably like 4 years after whenever 2 come out, you might kill me for this, but you know how like in the comics, you know, Shuri became Black Panther, right?
Yeah, and she would, in my opinion, she was still a better Black Panther than him.
Yeah, but I think in a movie, I think it's gonna be a plot twist. If what I said earlier is true, if Chadwick Boseman leave Black Panther when his contract is up, I don't think this version of Shuri is qualified to be Black Panther yet. We'll have to see. You know, the one person that I think is qualified to be a Black Panther, and I think will become the Black Panther, Okoye. She has all the training, all the knowledge.
She won't do it because in the movie and in the comics, this is the only thing I have respect for is that character because in the comics she's only dedicated to the Black Panther.
Yeah.
If it's T'Challa, his father,
no
or
matter
Shuri,
who it is, she own it. She was loyal to whoever on the throne.
Exactly. She won't do it in the movie. I guarantee it. Because she's too loyal to Black Panther to be Black Panther. She'd rather be standing in front of him to take the bullet or whatever than becoming Black Panther.
No, I wouldn't argue that. It's just
here's another thing about the whole Spider-Man thing. Why Disney needs a stop? They both gotta stop with their bullshit. One movie I want to see bad.
Sinister Six.
Besides that, who's always been best friends?
Who always been his best friend?
Well, he had a lot of friends, but who's always been his best friend? About 2 of them anyway.
Harry.
No, the superheroes.
Daredevil.
Besides him.
I know it ain't Punisher. Punisher don't
Think
like
of
Spider-Man.
70s cartoons.
It's not Daredevil. It's coming to me.
Your laptop went to sleep.
Shit! Oh, I thought I stopped recording. I was about to be salty.
Human Torch.
That's fucking right. Because and that's another thing that I read about.
I want to see them both in a movie.
Look, and that's another thing I read about. I'm glad you brought that up. I read that if Sony and Marvel kept their partnership, there was gonna be another trilogy of Spider-Man movies after this, him in college, and that's where he's gonna encounter the X-Men. He's gonna start being friends with the Human Torch, Iceman. Man, that's why I'm so mad that Marvel did that this shit happen. Because look, I think I told you they were planning three. They were planning 3 trilogies, bro.
God damn it!
They were planning 3 trilogies, bro. This one right here we in now, high school. Second trilogy, college. Third trilogy, grown man.
Exactly.
Man. Oh God. That's why I'm so. A cigarette incoming. He's lighting it right now. Man, that's why I'm so bad. And the more I think about it, the madder I get. Because you would have had Spider-Man in college fucking with the Future Foundation.
No. He was messing with the Future Foundation when he was an adult. He left Avengers to join the Future Foundation.
Yeah.
The way he quit the Avengers too was kind of like a G thing. Like, it was fucking hilarious. Like, I guess they were having an Avengers meeting and he shows up in his Future Foundation suit.
Yeah, I remember that.
He's like, yeah, I'm quitting.
Yeah. Yeah, but they wouldn't have had him meet up with the X-Men and them. That would have been a perfect fucking combination. A perfect fucking meeting. Them meeting up at college, that sounds about right, too. Them meeting up at college. But see, this is the thing about Spider-Man, though. See, they claim that they wanted to do villains that never been done before. But honestly, no matter what type of iteration of Spider-Man you're doing, especially in movies, you're gonna have to connect him with the Osborns in some way, shape, or fashion.
The Osborns is like a fucking bubonic plague.
They said that they didn't want to do the Osborns since they did it in the last 2 series, but they have to do the Osborns. You just have to.
Yeah, they're gonna do it sooner or later. But he has so many villains. He has crap, my mind just went blank.
He has Doc Ock, Scorpion.
No, I'm talking about ones that's not in the movies.
Oh well, yeah.
You have Jackal, you got Rhino, you got Scorpion, you got
Scorpion. It wasn't, but he's not in the costume yet.
Oh, that doesn't count then.
Yeah.
Mr. Negative, he's got
Rhino.
I already mentioned Rhino.
Shocker.
Shocker.
Yeah. Shocker was already in the movie.
Yeah, but he wasn't in suit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We can go on and on and on. Oh, Jackal.
Yeah, I said Jackal.
And Jackal no, you said Jack-o'-lantern.
I said Jackal.
Said Jack-o'-lantern.
Alright, yeah, Jackal.
And he caused one of the biggest headaches that's still around. The clones.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You got so many Spider-Man villains.
I mean, you can honestly, you can do 3 trilogies off the villains alone, for real.
Right. Juggernaut is even a villain for him.
Yeah.
I mean,
and you know what? That's another. See, that's one thing. Mysterio was such a brilliant ass villain, but see, that's another thing about the whole Sony deal. So all this shit is not gonna mean all this shit that he went through not gonna mean nothing because he lost Tony Stark glasses, and so then all of a sudden he just not gonna have the glasses anymore.
Edith.
Yeah, he not gonna have Edith anymore. Fuck out.
Even dead, I win.
Yeah, even dead, I'm the hero. That shit.
I'm the hero. Yeah, that is so fun. It's typical Tony Stark now.
And see, like I love how they tie Mysterio in because, I mean, that's pretty much in his character. He's a special effects guy. He's an illusionist. It's fucking brilliant. But see, that's another thing about Spider-Man villains that you brought up. Like, I don't even know they can even do Doc Ock again. But if they do Doc Ock again, it's gonna have to be when he's in college. Because
like when they're working together.
Yeah, it's gonna have to just like how the game was. Yeah, it's gonna have to be like that.
I say they bring him in that adult trilogy to do like that.
Yeah.
Then just do a little twist to it.
Do you think that they could be doing like? Do you think they could be doing like a twist on the whole Gwen Stacy thing? Because like part of me feels like Zendaya might get killed. And if you notice in that dream sequence that Mysterio pulled on him, you notice that Zendaya fell from the tower just like how Gwen Stacy fell.
No, that was an Easter egg.
Yeah, that was Easter. Yeah, and I feel like that might come into play soon.
Nah, I mean,
or it's Disney. They're not gonna do it.
It's Disney. They're not gonna do it. I mean, Spider-Man needs Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Just like how Superman needs Lois Lane.
Because see, you know how like Gwen Stacy actually came before Mary Jane, but this MCU version of Spider-Man, whoever that girl was, like that first girl that he liked, that was in the comics too, by the way, but she was white in the comics. They changed her to black in the movie. That was actually happened in comics, but then the whole MJ Michelle Jones thing, I'm kind of iffy on that because, you know, it's really not Mary Jane. It's just like a get out of jail free card. They can call her, you know what I'm saying? They can call her MJ without actually calling her Mary Jane. But I mean, they can't go to Gwen Stacy route. Then they can't do it. That's kind of like going backwards.
They can't. I mean, it's leaving a whole big mess. Like one thing they don't realize is they're looking at money, and we're looking at it like storyline wise.
Not gonna make sense. Cause like, look, bro, he went through all this fucking character development for nothing. Cause even if Sony decides to just take away Spider-Man and put him in their own movies, you know he's gonna have a different personality too.
Yep.
he can't even have the same personality. This is so fucking stupid. The more I think about it, the more stupid it's getting.
It's just become a huge Justice League level clusterfuck.
Yeah, and see, and a lot of people say like, you know, this guy, I forgot what his name. I think it was John Campia. I watch him. I watch a lot of his videos. He said that like he kind of likes the fact that he doesn't like this whole thing with Sony and Disney, but he kind of likes the fact that Spider-Man might potentially be by himself because you're a comic head, I'm a comic head. You and I both know that Spider-Man was historically mostly by himself in pretty much most of his comic runs. He never really ran with the Avengers like heavy, like, you know what I'm saying? He was pretty much a solo character. And the Avengers came in every now and then, and he kick it with them. But mostly Spider-Man was a solo character. And some people feel like, you know, Spider-Man, and I agree, Spider-Man doesn't need to lean on the Avengers. He can clearly stand on his own.
I mean, remember what a lot of people said in the comics, like, when Cable came back from the future, what did he say about Spider-Man?
He's the best.
When he took that bullet for Captain America, what did Captain America say?
He's the best of all of us.
He's going to be the best of all of us.
Yeah. And see, I respect that opinion. I respect that. Spider-Man doesn't need to lean on the Avengers. But as far as character development and storyline goes, the shit is stupid. That's why I say that greed is gonna soon end this whole superhero thing, this whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. And one thing about Tom Holland, I can tell that he's passionate about being Spider-Man. He doesn't come off as him just, you know, it's just a job. But at the same time, this is an unpopular opinion, I think Andrew Garfield was a great Spider-Man too. He captured the whole Spider-Man, the smart talking and all that shit. He captured the whole Spider-Man essence. But he also got caught up in industry politics. So this is potentially 3 Spider-Mans that's about to get fucked over by Sony. Are you fucking kidding me? So, and I think I told you this already, I kind of feel like Spider-Man 3 is cursed now. It's goose. Because Spider-Man 3 we just got to talking about had that terrible ass dance in the history of cinema. And then Andrew Garfield didn't get a Spider-Man 3. And Tom Holland is potentially about to get a bullshit Spider-Man 3. So I think Spider-Man 3 just cursed, man.
I just want to sit them all down and ask them, what the fuck are you guys thinking? Like, you guys are saying you guys are doing this for the fans? No, you guys are not.
No.
It's painfully obvious you guys are not.
It's all about the cash, boy. It's all about the money.
They don't give a shit about the fans, and it's so annoying.
But see, like, this another thing, Kane. Sadly, and I said this to myself when Stan Lee passed away. I said to myself, when Stan passed, shit might start going downhill.
And you want to hear something fucked up?
What?
Stanley's daughter supports Sony.
Yeah. And Stanley's daughter said that basically she was saying that Disney/Marvel don't give a fuck. She was basically saying that they never came by to see him, and you know they never even, they just wanted him to just get him out there, do all his cameos and do all them appearances. I don't know how true that is, but
none of us knows what happened with them. But the thing is, like, they may seem like they don't care, but the thing is, like, movies like Endgame or Infinity War, which was such great movies, you know, and for Sony to back out the way they did, yes, kudos to them for standing up to them, but come on now. Yeah. You guys are in this business to make money.
Right.
You guys are going to get billions of dollars, regardless if it's 5%, 2%, 90%.
Regardless.
You guys are going to wipe your asses with $100 bills.
Yeah.
And that's not even including that's also including, you know, all the figurines that's coming out, like the new Hot Toys one that's coming out. I saw it. It's Homecoming, not in the Spider-Man suit, but the sweatsuit.
That resembles the Scarlet Spider suit.
Yeah, but a lot of us fans call him the homeless Spidey.
The homeless Spidey. Do you like the Spider-Punk suit? No, I don't like it. I'm just asking you.
Please don't ask me. I mean, bad enough they made Spider-Man Velocity or whatever.
Trash.
And he's supposed to be a speedster who has Spider-Man powers. Come on.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God, get the fuck out of here.
I mean, Marvel only has one speedster, and they don't know what to do with them.
Quicksilver.
And they want to put in another one?
That's why I said the last podcast. Didn't I say that DC got the speedsters on lock? And Marvel, their speedsters are pretty much trash. I mean, they don't even have any speedsters outside of Quicksilver. And like you say, they barely do shit with him unless he's fucking his sister.
Oh my God. You had to go down that route. You had to go down.
I don't know what y'all writers was thinking about in there, but
thank God the Ultimate Universe is dead.
Yeah, thank God. Hey, y'all need help. Y'all need help.
No, they need more than that. They need the Pope. But for that little bullshit, they need the Pope.
Well, all right. Well, I'm gonna get on. Let's talk about one more little thing before we get out of here. I meant because we don't talk about anime that much, and anime is in the title of our podcast. Now, I've been watching this anime lately, Kane, called Sword Art Online.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hip?
No.
You don't watch it?
I mean, I'm in the middle of a couple other ones.
I mean, Sword Art Online is cool. I just started watching it like a couple nights ago. It's cool, but a lot of people tell me that they be like the versions that they did like later on, they're doing too much because it's something called. Let me look it up because I'm not hip to it yet myself. Sword Art Online. All right, Sword Art Online Alternative Gun Gale. Everybody that are SAO vets told me that it was trash. So, but what other animes you watching, Kane?
Right now, I'm in the middle of Drifters, Gangsta, and Attack on Titan Season 3.
Check that one out. There's another anime that somebody brought to my attention. It's made mainly by black people. No, it's not the Boondocks.
Cannon Buster.
Cannon Buster. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, I have yet to watch that. Too.
It's good. It's it's really enjoyable. But me, you know how I am. I love Berserk, so it's like
you're gonna be biased to this Berserk.
I mean, like I regret reading it, and I don't regret reading it because like anything after Berserk is just like, where's the violence?
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, we're gonna do a whole podcast on Berserk.
You know what? Before we do that, I'm gonna ask you one little piece about Berserk. I remember one time you was telling me about the Ghost Knight on Berserk. Did I say
Skull Knight?
Skull Knight, yeah, the Skull Knight. Yeah, you was asking
that fucking bastard.
Is it? So wait, wasn't he like shrouded in some type of mystery or something? Or
he was very shrouded in mystery, and after reading everything at least 4 times, I'm confident enough to know who he is. I mean, he knows everything. From the apostles to the God Hand to the Berserker armor. He knows everything because he's lived through it.
It's like 1,000,000 years old.
Your point? But like, I watch Berserk and I read Berserk and I can't watch nothing else because it's like, it's just trivial. This one dude tried to tell me to watch One Piece. I told him to go fuck himself. Momo.
One Piece trash.
I mean, I have respect for it. It's just, would I watch it and waste my time with it? No. I will definitely not.
Holy shit, Dark Horse made Aliens and Predator?
Yeah.
That kind of, well, that's not their most famous franchise, but
They came out with a RoboCop vs. Terminator. Wasn't bad. No, honestly, it was actually
it was
the
cool.
comic. The comic, yeah.
No, I'm saying like it just the combination just sound weird, but I mean
It wasn't bad. It's just it was pretty good. I mean, for the time period it came out. It's not Superman versus Doomsday kind of thing, but
well, hell no, it ain't gonna be that.
or Avengers vs. Thanos, but it was pretty good.
I think I told you that already, man. Avengers vs. X-Men was so fucking stupid.
Man, come on.
I'm still mad that Iron Man beat Magneto. I'm pissed about that. Like, how?
Black Panther beat Storm by just not even fighting. It's like, I'm the king of Wakanda. Consider our marriage dissolved.
That was savage though.
No, that was just pettiness.
Get the fuck off my property. That's what he basically said. Get the fuck off my property.
So I get that. No, it's like that video I saw on YouTube of that girl throwing the shovel again. Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Like, ding! Storm was the one getting hit in the head with the shovel.
Hell no. Hey, you said you never watched Breaking Bad, did you?
No.
Oh, never mind. You ain't gonna care there.
About that movie that's coming out?
Yeah, I seen the trailer. I posted it. It's about Jesse. Jesse ran. Well, no, never mind. That might be a spoiler for you if you ever want to watch it, so I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, I kind of think the movie might be pointless, but I'll watch it anyway. It's coming out later. It's coming out later this year. No, I'm going to ask you about another show. It's actually based on a comic book, Preacher. You be watching that? My dad be watching that shit.
Who?
My dad be watching that. Preacher.
Does he think that this is like really like gospel stuff or something?
No. Hell no.
I was about to say.
He be telling me about how weird it is and it's funny. Like, that one dude got an asshole mouth.
I mean, Preacher's pretty good, but I don't see it lasting very long.
Oh, this is the last season.
That's my point.
It's like, this is the 4th season? Yeah, it's last season.
Yeah, that's my point. I mean, Preacher's good.
That's another show. I mean, that's another that's another show that is like a niche crowd. Everybody not really gonna be. You know?
I mean, the comics were good. I'm not gonna dog the comics. The show is pretty good in its own right, but that's about it. Nothing too spectacular.
I watch it every now and then with my dad. It's like I don't really have that much knowledge of it myself, but I be watching it mainly for like the weird, outrageous shit because you know Seth Rogen is behind it. He's like an executive producer, and all those little jokes they do. I said to myself, "Yep, Seth Rogen wrote that shit." I know Seth Rogen jokes. I know his style of comedy. He probably the one that came up with the fucking asshole mouth for all I know. But well, we're out of time for the day. I hope y'all enjoyed our podcast. We start off kind of late today, but whatever though. Well, I hope y'all tune in next time, and they'll do anything I wouldn't do. You know what? That was a lame catchphrase. You know what?
It was.
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna work.
I'm gonna walk out on you now.
You know what? I'm gonna work on my catchphrase. Just delete that from your brain. Act like you didn't hear that. Just mentally type a parentheses and say insert catchphrase here. Okay, y'all. Bye bye.